And we on.
Gia, back up in this once again. Hey man, if y'all hear this thunder and stuff in the background, man, my bad on that because it's thundering out here. We got a bad storm coming this way, man. They got softball size hell. You know what I'm saying? So y'all excuse that. If the power go out or something, man, we just gonna have to shut this whole down. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, as promised, we said we gonna come back with this trivia, so we back with it. You know what I'm saying? Let me find the stream real quick. Little Rock stopped through. Winston Lee, what's up with it, bro? Salute to you. What's going down? Yeah, we back to do a little bit of trivia, man. I'll be kind of going back and forth between being interested in the old school and interested in the new school. I didn't kind of notice that I haven't really seen nobody that's just 100% cold with the old school and 100% cold with the new school. You know what I'm saying? It seems like you got to choose one or the other because it's just so much boxing. Rod, that's the champ in the building. What's up, bro? Salute to you.
Lil Rock, salute. Winston Lee, salute. Champ, salute. Right.
Yeah, we about to hold it down, man. I ain't gonna just overload y'all this first day, but we got a little pack of questions we gonna put down. You know what I'm saying? Coming off a pretty decent weekend of boxing, all together from the UK all the way to the what was that, Vegas with Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia. Yeah, had a good little old weekend.
Yeah, it was
This
Vegas.
this weekend gonna be kind of slow. We got Williams and Pater going against Jaime Arboleda. That's probably the biggest fight this weekend. We only got 10 fights on the Chow Ross too, so we ain't got that much wiggle room, man, to make no ground. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna break down the rankings later on. Have some fun with it. Bruce in the building. What's up with it? Salute brothers Marlo and Treggs. What's going down? Yeah, we just here to do a little bit of trivia tonight, man.
Salute, bro.
Maybe like an hour worth of questions or something. Let some people get up in here, then we're gonna go ahead and get it started. I had to push it back a few minutes, so I had some time to hit this Gorilla Glue. You got some of that Skywalk over there, bro?
Yeah, I'm still on that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just went and grabbed some shit from the stove. They got the TACA at the stove. This shit, it looked, smell, everything just like some gas. So I just said, fuck it, I'm gonna go ahead and roll with it. Yeah, this storm just hit bad. As soon as we hit the live stream, this motherfucker hit. Yeah, it was up the road in Waco. They had some softball size hell, like I say. Now that bitch done hit this way. I hope it don't come quite like that. But it do sound like I hear some rocks hitting outside. You know what I'm saying? But salute to everybody, man. I hope everybody having a good week, hump day. You know what I'm saying? I might have to get Marlo to we do these live streams on Wednesdays instead of Monday. This a lot better for me. Bruce said I make a nice tincture now. This shit is 40 milligrams per milliliter. Green Dragon tincture. Yeah, it's pretty strong. Most most edibles be 10 milligrams. So you got the 40 milligrams. So yeah, that shit sound like it's strong as a motherfucker. Yeah, man. Just gonna chill a little bit until the people get up in here. My boy Hip Hop number one in the building. What's up, bro? Say salute to the corner. Won't be commenting much, but definitely listen in. Much respect as always. Salute.
Salute, hip hop.
Yeah, I think he beat me in the Chan Ross this first week too. I think I'm a notorious slow starter though, so ain't nothing new. Bruce say yes, sir. You know it, Trey. Yeah, I know that shit sound like some potent shit. Rodolfo Rivera Jr., what's up with it? Said there's a DAZN card tomorrow with the mole that injured Ryan Garcia. And yeah, I did see that. That guy's a 4.5 on my scale, man. That man is an AIBA World Championship bronze medalist. He won some other shit too. I can't pronounce his name, but yeah. Oh shit, that shit scared the shit out. Yeah, man, that motherfucker 5-0 with 3 knockouts and shit. I think he got an 8-round fight tomorrow on the zone card. I want to check him out. Appreciate you for mentioning him. Hip Hop number one says, salute Marlo. Yeah, I had a mixed week. Hope I can get my picks crispy for week 2. Peace. Yeah, appreciate you coming through, bro. I know you're gonna come back with something. Ms. Alma Brown has stopped in the building. We definitely appreciate you. She said, what's up, fellas? Trey X, Brother MARLO'S Corner. Chat in the Mars Blessings. Time for some trivia. Yeah, it's time for some trivia. And we already got your honorary point written down. You know,
salute, fam. Salute, sis.
the last question goes to Alma Brown, her honorary point. Rod X the Champ said, I'm smoking some shit my cuz/nephew gave me, all right? That's what's up. Bruce said, I just got off the phone with Archie Moore's daughter. Keep following me. I will have her on in a day or so. All right, that's what's up. Archie Moore's daughter, the daughter of one of the greatest of all time. Got the knockout record to this day. I think he do. I done heard about one person that they said had more knockouts, but most shit that I seen got Archie Moore with the most knockouts at 141 knockouts for his career. Archie Moore was a bad motherfucker, man. Me and Marlo, we watched Archie Moore versus God damn, I can't think of the name of that dude. He knocked Archie Moore down like 2 or 3 times, and then Archie Moore, he worked his way back into the fight, and he ended up stopping him late. I think it was late. And then they had a rematch, and Archie Moore just whooped his ass. Oh man, I can't remember that dude's name though. Dr. Soapy in the building, salute to you. What's going down? Say salute Marlo's contracts in the chat.
Dr. Soapy, appreciate you.
Winston Lisa, I got this lemon cherry gelato. Yeah, that's one of my favorite strains right there. That's some of that exotic shit. Dr. Soapy say he shared the video. I mean, we definitely appreciate that. Bruce Gold's got that shit. That'll be Yvonne Durrell. That's the man that had that war with Archie Moore. And he was a young man. I think he was like 26, and Archie Moore was old as a motherfucker. And he defended that title and went home champion. You know what I'm saying? Rod X the Champ said this first week was rough. It looked like we got enough people. We can go ahead and get it started. If y'all want to get it started, type of 1 in the chat. Rod X said that first week was rough. Man, it was rougher than it had to be, though. I made that shit harder than it had to be. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good, though, because I'm really appreciative of weeks like that, because that's when I get a chance to learn. So I'm glad that we had a tough first week. I learned some lessons. Rodolfo Rivera Jr. gave me a 1. I just got 1 so far. So I guess the people ain't ready. Y'all let me know. If y'all ready to start the trivia, we go just type of 1 and we're gonna go ahead and get it cracking. I got an assortment of questions, man. I got some easy shit. I got some stuff that's a little bit more challenging, but it ain't nothing that can't be dealt with. You know what I'm saying? Jesse Aguilar, what's up, bro? Salute to you. That's a 5 on the scale. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get it started then. Okay, so the first question: who is the only fighter to record a draw against Antonio Tarver? I hope he ain't had a fight since I wrote this question down, because it has been a little while. But once again, who is the only fighter to record a draw against Antonio Tarver? Rod X said, I'm talking about me. I'm in like 40th place. I ain't never been that low. Well, shit, you can come back, bro. It's just the first week. This is a 12-round fight. I am a notoriously slow starter. You know what I'm saying? Rodolfo Rivera Jr. got that shit. That'll be S.S. Cunningham, Steve Cunningham. Good shit, my brother. Let me get you wrote down real quick. Rodolfo Rivera Jr. Okay, next question. What do Laszlo Paup, Teofilo Stevenson, and Felix Savon all have in common? Jesse Aguilar say salute. Marlo Trex in the chat. Salute to you, brother. Hip Hop number 1 said, what you giving Cardina and Rakhimov out of 10 on the corner? I was hyped for the fight, and it was dope. Cardina's stamina impressed me. Wish I took him by decision. I keep changing my picks. I took him by decision. I was very impressed with that fight. I think he has the potential to be at least a top 3 fighter coming out the UK. You know what I'm saying? Bruce Gold said, Cuban blood, no sir. If I'm not mistaken, Laszlo Paup comes from Hungary. Once again, what do Laszlo Paup, Teofilo Stevenson, and Felix Savon all have in common? This is a fairly easy question, actually. This is the type of shit we done asked on the corner a million times. You know what I'm saying? And whenever I get the opportunity to give y'all a hint, I'll give it to you. But this question right here is some historical shit. Bruce say 4-time gold medals. I gotta give it to Rodolfo Rivera Jr. because they all have 3 Olympic gold medals. They the only fighters to achieve that feat. So that's another one for Rodolfo Rivera Jr. What the fuck I was about to say? Oh yeah, Teofilo Stevenson had the opportunity to get 4 gold medals, but there was some shit that went down, and the team decided to forfeit the tournament, like protest the tournament. You know what I'm saying, by dropping out. But next question: Roberto Camarel was defeated in the gold medal round of the 2012 Olympics by what fighter? Eli Zachary, salute to you. So you pulling up the rear with the gold medals. That's what it was. Once again, Roberto Camarel was defeated in the gold medal round of the 2012 Olympics by what fighter? And that's the 2012 Olympics. I can't give you the initials because that's going to make it too easy. Roberto Camarel, hold on. Yeah, Eli Zachary say salute to you, brother. I thought he was coming with an answer. Roberto Camarel was defeated in the gold medal round of the Olympics, of the 2012 Olympics by what fighter? Okay, that'll be Rod X the Champ got that shit on my screen. That'll be Anthony Joshua. Rodolfo right behind him. So that'll be Rod X the Champ on this one. Anthony Joshua. Next question. What fighter defeated Bob Olin by unanimous decision in 1935 to become the first African-American light heavyweight champion? Once again, what fighter defeated Bob Olin by unanimous decision in 1935 to become the first African-American light heavyweight champion? His initials are JHL. Rodolfo Rivera Jr. with another one. That'll be John Henry Lewis. That's Rodolfo Rivera Jr. making his presence felt early. John Henry Lewis. Next question. Who is the only man to stop John Henry Lewis? Once again, who is the only man to stop John Henry Lewis? And it happened to be his best friend. Bruce got that shit. That'll be the great Joe Lewis. That's Bruce Gas. Yeah, Bruce Gas. I keep on getting his name mixed up because he used to be Bruce Gold. Okay, next question. What fighter stopped the Orchid Man in 6 rounds in 1922 to become the first black light heavyweight champion? Once again, what fighter stopped the Orchid Man in 6 rounds in 1922 to become the first black light heavyweight champion? Eric R., salute to you, bro. What's going down? His initials are BS, and I ain't bullshitting. Hyphy in the building was going down. Rodolfo Rivera Jr. got another one. That'll be Battling Siki. Battling Siki. Then the man defended his title on St. Patrick's Day against, I can't remember the name of that motherfucker, but he went to Ireland and defended his belt on St. Patrick's Day and lost that shit. Rodolfo Rivera Jr.
Eli, Eric R. Hyphy, salute, fam.
Next question. What fighter went by the alias the All Gate Sphinx? Once again, what fighter went by the alias the All Gate Sphinx? Sphinx. So used to talking about boxing, you know, the Sphinx brothers, I called it the Sphinx instead of a Sphinx. What fighter went by the alias the All Gate Sphinx? His initials are TKL. TKL are his initials. And he from the UK. He one of the greatest fighters of all time from the UK. And he's the inventor of the mouth guard or the gum shield. TKL are his initials, one of the greatest of all time from the UK, and he is the inventor of the gum shield. Okay, Eric R got that shit. That'll be Ted Kid Lewis, the great Ted Kid Lewis. Yep, he had a hell of a rivalry with Johnny Britton too. The boxing marvel. You know what I'm saying? Next question. What fighter went by the alias Flame and holds victories over Marvin Johnson and Matthew Saad Muhammad? Once again, what fighter went by the alias Flame and holds victories over Marvin Johnson and Matthew Saad Muhammad? Anthony McMullen, salute to you. Big Boys Boxing was going down with you. Salute. Bruce Gold said his dentist invented it. Yeah, I done seen both of those. I done seen that his dentist was into it. He invented it to help him or some shit like that. But if you most books just credit Ted Kid Lewis, so that's why I said what I said. But you're right though. Once again, what fighter went by the alias Flame and holds victories over Marvin Johnson and Matthew Saad Muhammad? And just give me the name that everybody know him by, man. I know he changed his name once he converted to his religion. So if that's what you got, Bruce Goals, if that's who you talking about, just give me the name that I know, man, because I don't know the man's real name off the top of my head. I'm just gonna be honest. What fighter went by the alias Flame and holds victories over Marvin Johnson and Matthew Saad Muhammad? His initials are EMM.
Big boy, Anthony McMullen, salute, man.
Shit, what I got? Hold on. Okay, yeah. Okay, Eric R got the other one. Them motherfuckers get me kind of mixed up. I'm not gonna lie. Eric R got the one that fought against Holyfield at Cruiserweight. And the right answer is Bruce Goals, Bruce Gas, Eddie Mustafa Muhammad. So Bruce Gas got that shit. Bruce Gas, Rodolfo Rivera, so Dwight Muhammad Cowie. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one Eric R had. That's the one that fought against Holyfield. Eddie Mustafa Muhammad is the answer. Next question. Who is the only man to stop the upstate onion farmer and did it twice in a row? Once again, who is the only man to stop the upstate onion farmer and did it twice in a row? His initials are GF. Bruce got that shit. That'll be Gene Foreman. That's another one for Bruce Gas. Gene Foreman. Next question. Sandor Martin scored an upset victory over what fighter who holds a 48-12 amateur record? Once again, Sandor Martin scored an upset victory over what fighter who holds a 48-12 amateur record? Rodolfo Rivera Jr. got this shit. That'll be Mikey Garcia. Good shit. Rodolfo Rivera Jr. Mikey Garcia. Next question. Prince Nassim Hamed has a fourth round knockout victory over what fellow southpaw who goes by the alias Flushing Flash? I see y'all down there with the Mikey Garcia. Talent say Mikey coming back. All right. I think Eric R said that Ryan Garcia needs to go over and fuck with the Garcias. I thought that was an outstanding idea. Talent, oh, hold on. Bruce got that shit. That'll be Kevin Kelly. That's another one for Bruce Gas. And I also learned something too, y'all. If y'all ever, like, let's say on y'all screen, y'all got y'all name above the person that I gave the answer to. Refresh your shit. Like, go to them three lines right there and hit top comments or something, and it'll put everything in the right order. And most likely you'll see what I see. Next question. What fighter defeated Vidal Gregorio by decision in 1929 to become Latin America's first world champion? Once again, what fighter defeated Vidal Gregorio by decision in 1929 to become Latin America's first world champion? If you include his nickname, his initials are PAB. Rodolfo Rivera Jr. got this shit. That'll be Panama Al Brown. This guy Rodolfo Rivera Jr. pretty good. Rodolfo Rivera Jr. Panama Al Brown is the answer. Next question. Who is the first African American Golden Gloves champion? This is according to Scrapbook Boxing. I done read it a couple of places too, though, so it ain't just him. But who is the first African American Golden Gloves champion? He is part of the Black Murderers Row. And AW are his initials. Rod X the Champ got that shit. That'll be Aaron Little Tiger Wade. Another one for Rod X. Next question. What Accra, Ghana native shared the ring with Fernando Vargas, Winky Wright, Vernon Forrest, and Oscar De La Hoya? Once again, what Accra, Ghana native shared the ring with Fernando Vargas, Winky Wright, Vernon Forrest, and Oscar De La Hoya? Pretty good fighter. Eric Garcia said Ricardo Mayorga. I know he fought Vernon Forrest. I don't think he fought Winky Fernando Vargas. No, them guys. I might be wrong though. Talent say dude with the blonde hair. Rod X the Champ say Ricardo Mayorga. That's not what I. Oh yeah, Talent say dude with the blonde hair. That's who. That's the answer that I got. He was known for a very powerful shotgun jab. He got one of the best jabs of all time. His initials are IQ. IQ are his initials. What Accra, Ghana native shared the ring with Fernando Vargas, Winky Wright, Vernon Forrest, and Oscar De La Hoya? Bruce got what I got. If it's the wrong answer, I apologize, but that's what I read. Ike Tate. Well, hell, it ain't how many fighters from Accra, Ghana? Hell, I can't be too wrong, huh? Ike Tate's the answer. That's Bruce. Bruce Gas. Next question. What fighter went by the alias Honey Boy and shared the ring with Ralph Tiger Jones, Kid Gavilan, Johnny Saxton, and Ike Williams? Once again, what fighter went by the alias Honey Boy and shared the ring with Ralph Tiger Jones, Kid Gavilan, Johnny Saxton, and Ike Williams? Talent say Beko from Ghana. All right, well, you know, we talking about this weight class and this time period and all that kind of shit. Bruce say, I don't even know who that is, bro. I'm gonna be honest. His initials are JB. JB, are you with me? He's not a fighter that's talked about a whole lot, but he was a real good fighter. They got some film on him on YouTube. What fighter went by the alias Honey Boy and shared the ring? Hold on. Rodolfo Rivera Jr. got that shit. That'll be Johnny Bratton. So that's another one for Rodolfo Rivera Jr. He running away with this shit tonight. Good shit. Next question. Who did Floyd Mayweather defeat to win his first world title? Once again, who did Floyd Mayweather defeat to win his first world title? Rodolfo Rivera Jr. got another one. That'll be the great Genaro Hernandez. That's another one for Rodolfo Rivera Jr. The great Genaro Hernandez. Next question. Sugar Ramos and Carlos Hernandez are the only two men to stop what Olympian who went by the alias the Springfield Rifle? Once again, Sugar Ramos and Carlos Hernandez are the only two men to stop what Olympian who went by the alias the Springfield Rifle? Two fighters in history that I've seen with this name on the big stage. One of them fought against Roberto Duran. But that ain't the one I'm talking about, though. Sugar Ramos and Carlos Hernandez are the only two men to stop what Olympian who went by the 80s the Springfield Rifle. Hip Hop number one says that's a great name. The Springfield Rifle. Yep. This fighter that we talking about right here, there we go. Eric R got that shit. That'll be Davey Moore. Eric R got that shit. Davey Moore. This Davey Moore, he fought against Sugar Ramos, and the other Davey Moore, he fought against Roberto Duran at 154. Okay, next question. What fighter held a 170-13 amateur record, shared the ring with Ali, Frazier, Norton, Mathis, Chevalo, and Jimmy Ellis, and went by the alias the Bellflower Bomber? Hip Hop number one say better than Honey Boy, huh? They probably just called him that because he was brown. You know, that was back in them racist days. Anytime you hear something about honey or chocolate or coffee, that shit gonna be that racist shit. Okay, Bruce Gas got that shit. That'll be Jared Corey. That's another one for Bruce Gas. Jared Corey. Next question. What fighter allegedly ducked Ezra Charles at light heavyweight, but was first in line for the opportunity to fight Charles for his heavyweight championship? Eric Cooper in the building. Salute to you, brother. Once again, what fighter allegedly ducked Ezra Charles at light heavyweight, but was first in line for the opportunity to fight Charles for his heavyweight championship? Bruce Gas say Walcott. No, you know Walcott and Ezra Charles, they fought about 5 times. That's definitely not who I'm talking about. His initials are GL. That should make it real easy. What fighter allegedly ducked Ezra Charles at light heavyweight, but was first in line for the opportunity to fight Charles for his heavyweight championship? His initials are GL. GL are his initials. A lot of historians say that this guy ducked Ezra Charles, but when I watched this video with this guy that made documentaries on YouTube, his name is Rich the Fighter Story, and he said that shit was wrong. Eric R said Sam Langford. Nah, that was way before this time right here, bro. Sam Langford, he was in the early 1900s. You know what I'm saying? Bruce Gas got this shit. That'll be Gus Lesnovich. That's another one for Bruce Gas. Gus Lesnovich. Good shit. Next question. What former undisputed champion in the 4-belt era went by the alias Bad Intentions? Once again, what former undisputed champion in the 4-belt era went by the alias Bad Intentions? I probably don't have to give y'all no initials on this one. Rodolfo Rivera Jr. got that shit. That'll be Jermaine Taylor. Okay, next question. Mike McCallum is the first man to defeat and stop what all-time great puncher who went by the alias the Hulk? I know that shit easy. Once again, Mike McCallum is the first man to defeat and stop what all-time great puncher who went by the alias the Hulk? Okay, Eric R got that shit. That'll be Julian Jackson. Another one from a man, Eric R. Next question. What fighter goes by the alias Mundo and comes from a very tough and proud fighting family? And this is a current fighter. So what current fighter goes by the alias Mundo and comes from a very tough and proud fighting family? Once again, what fighter goes by the alias Mundo and comes from a very tough and proud fighting family? That'll be Rodolfo Rivera Jr., Callum Smith. That's another one from a man, Rodolfo Rivera Jr. D-Lo in the building. What's up, bro? Salute to you. It was going down, man. Good shit last week, too, man. I've been talking shit to him. He came in second place on the board. Would have got first if La La D wasn't a buzzsaw. Next question. Deacon Johnny Brown is the only man to stop what fighter who went by the alias Chocolate Kid? His initials are BL, and he is in the Black Murderers role. Once again, Deacon Johnny Brown is the only man to stop what fighter who went by the alias Chocolate Kid, and he is a member of the Black Murderers role, and his initials are BL. BL are his initials. He one of the members of the Black Murderers role that you don't hear about too much. Most time you hear about Charlie Burley, Holman Williams, Coco Kid. Little Rock was going down with you, bro. Salute. You know, you hear about them kind of guys. Lloyd Marshall. This is one of the members that you don't hear about too much, but he was known for having tremendous power. Scrapbook was talking about him in one of his recent videos, too. Deacon Johnny Brown is the only man to stop what fighter who went by the alias Chocolate Kid. His initials are BL, and he is a member of the Black Murderers. Or Rodolfo Rivera Jr. got that shit. That'd be Burt Lytell. Anthony McMullen, salute to you if I ain't said it already. That's another one for Rodolfo Rivera Jr. The great Burt Lytell. Next question. What fighter snapped the United States 7 years, 7 months, and 15-day heavyweight championship drought in 2015? Once again, what fighter snapped the United States 7 years, 7 months, and 15-day heavyweight championship drought in 2015? Big Boys Boxing got that shit. That'll be Deontay Wilder. Big Boys Boxing. And he is an expert on champion heavyweight boxing. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all enjoy the heavyweights, man, y'all subscribe to Big Boys. That's the man. Next question. Who is the smallest heavyweight champion in history, standing only 5'7"? I see you down there, Rod X, pulling up the rear. Once again, who is the smallest heavyweight champion in history, standing only 5'7"? Rodolfo Rivera Jr. got that shit. That'll be Tommy Burns. I know he got his ass whooped by Jack Johnson, but he probably a little bit underrated. He had a hell of a right hand, man. He put that right hand on you is trouble. He was dropping big motherfuckers with it. You know what I'm saying? Next question. What promoter offered Tommy Burns the $30K he required to face Jack Johnson? Once again, what promoter offered Tommy Burns the $30K he required to face Jack Johnson? Rodolfo Rivera Jr. got another one. That'll be Huge Deal McIntosh. Good shit. Rodolfo Rivera Jr. Look like we ain't gonna have no question. Who won tonight? Next question. Who is the first ever world light heavyweight champion? Yeah, I asked who was the first black one earlier. So this is just who is the first ever world light heavyweight champion. Once again, who is the first ever? Okay, Rodolfo Rivera Jr. got this shit. That'll be Jack Root. Had the division created just for him. Rodolfo Rivera Jr. Yeah, he was stuck between the rock and the hard place. Middleweight had Sam Langford, and heavyweight, I can't remember who they had the heavyweight, but he was stuck between the rock and the hard place. So they just said, fuck it, we're going to make a new division. You know what I'm saying? Next question. Who is the first Asian world champion? Gil Cole, Scrapbook Boxing, the motherfucking man in the building. What's up, brother? So peace to the corner, my brothers, Trey and Marlo. I recognize everyone in here. Peace and love, everyone. Scrapbook Boxing been back in the mix, making content, making videos. I have been watching your content too. You probably don't see when I comment on your older videos, but I've been on it though, man. So salute to you. Appreciate your the work that you put down. Y'all subscribe to a channel if y'all love the history. Gil Cole's in the building. What's up, bro? Say, damn, I'm in here late. Salute to the corner. Rodolfo Rivera Jr. got another one. That'll be Pancho Villa.
Rap book, salute, Gil, salute, bro. What's happening?
Rodolfo Rivera Jr. with another one. Pancho Villa. Next question. What fighter effectively ended the career of Adonis Stevenson? Once again, what fighter effectively ended the career of Adonis Stevenson? That's a recent question, so I ain't got to give no hint. You know what I'm saying? I already know y'all gonna take care of that one. Once again, what fighter effectively ended the career of Adonis Stevenson? I don't know why they had maybe where I gotta hide this, where they hid it, but yeah, Rodolfo Rivera Jr. got this shit. That'll be Alexander Gazik. Hey, bro, give Rodolfo Rivera Jr. a wrench, man. So that shit don't happen again. That'll be Alexander Gazik. I hope I didn't say Usyk, but Gazik is the answer. That's another one for Rodolfo Rivera Jr. Next question. Who is the only fighter to score a draw against Adonis Stevenson? Hip Hop number one said better be ended him, I'm sure, huh? I think he talking about coming back and stuff, but yeah, better be put something on his ass. 9th round KO, you know what I'm saying? Rodolfo Rivera Jr. got another one. That'll be Badu Jack. Rodolfo Rivera Jr. on the turn. Badu Jack. Next question. What naturally right-handed fighter went by the alias Double M and scored a majority decision over Evander Holyfield for the IBF and WBA heavyweight championship? Once again, what naturally right-handed fighter went by the alias Double M and scored a majority decision over Evander Holyfield for the IBF and WBA heavyweight championship? That'll be Bruce Gas. Got that shit. Michael Moore. That's another one for Bruce Gas. Michael Moore. Next question. What Venezuelan southpaw held an 86-6 amateur record and a 100% knockout percentage, went by the alias El Inca Dinamita, and was a mean motherfucker in that ring? Once again, what Venezuelan southpaw held an 86-6 amateur record and a 100% knockout percentage, went by the alias El Inca Dinamita, and was a mean motherfucker in that ring? Rod X said he felt like Holyfield got robbed. Rodolfo Rivera Jr. got another one. That'll be Edwin Valero. Edwin Valero. That's Rodolfo. Good shit, brother. Next question. Who does Mike Tyson label as his favorite fighter of all time? Once again, who does Mike Tyson label as his favorite fighter of all time? Big boy say Ali. Rodolfo Rivera Jr., that was a good guess. Jack Dempsey. All of them is good guesses, but what I got is what Rod X got. That'll be Roberto Duran. And I say that because I heard Mike Tyson say that out of his own mouth. They asked him, they were like, damn, I thought Ali was your favorite fighter. And he basically said that he could relate more to Roberto Duran than any other fighter. I heard that out of his own mouth. Kenneth Johnson, salute to you, man. What's going down? But that's Rod X the champ. Roberto Duran. Next question. What fighter is Isaiah Steen's half brother? Hip Hop number one said Tyson changed his mind a lot. You know what? I was thinking that when I was saying what I was saying. But I have heard him say Roberto Duran on more than one occasion. So I'm going to go ahead and roll with Roberto Duran. Once again, what fighter is Isaiah Steen's half brother? And Isaiah Steen is a current fighter. He lost his last fight coming off a year layoff, and he fought against Senna Agbeko, the dude that was supposed to fight against Dave Morrell this past weekend, but he had to drop out. Once again, what fighter is Isaiah Steen's half brother? Big Boy Boxer, I say, okay, cool. Yeah, that's what he said. Big Boy said Tyson been on that ayahuasca again. Hip Hop number one said Duran, good pick though for sure. Once again, what fighter is Isaiah Steen's half brother? Salute to my man Haplotype, the historian in the building. What's going down, bro? That would be Charles Conwell. So that's one for my man Haplotype. He up in the champ, Ross. He got me by 5 points week one. He on the revenge tour. You know what I'm saying? Next question. General Hugh Percy was responsible for bringing what black boxing pioneer to England, where he would later begin his career as a pugilist? Once again, General Hugh Percy was responsible for bringing what black boxing pioneer to England, where he would later begin his career as a pugilist in his 40s against Docky Moore. Lost that fight too, as a matter of fact. General Hugh Percy was responsible for bringing what black boxing pioneer to England, where he would later begin his career as a pugilist? Okay, Rodolfo Rivera Jr. got that shit. That'll be Bill Richmond. So that's another one for Rodolfo Rivera Jr. The great Bill Richmond. Do I want to ask this question? I think I'm going to skip over this one. I might just ask it just to see if any of y'all ever heard of this shit. Never mind, I'm going to skip that one, y'all. I'm skip that one. Next question. Who is the fastest 3-division champion in history? Once again, who is the fastest 3-division champion in history? Eric Cooper, hey man, put your shit on live. What do you gotta hit? Go up there and hit that live button, brother, so you can catch up to us. Bruce say Alexis Arguello, no sir. Who is the fastest 3-division champion in history? Eric R say Henry Armstrong. Rod X say, man, ask the goddamn question. Rodolfo Rivera Jr. got this shit. That'll be Vasil Lomachenko. Vasil Lomachenko. Y'all know he was tied with Saint Set Manzarin as the fastest fighter to win a title. You know what I'm saying? Spirit of Justice, salute to you. Who was that? Rodolfo? Yeah, Rodolfo got that shit. Shouldn't be no surprise, huh? Next question. Casa Zhu defeated what Atlanta, Georgia native who went by the alias the Viper in the gold medal round at the 1991 AIBA World Championships? Once again, Casa Zhu defeated what Atlanta, Georgia native who went by the alias the Viper in the gold medal round at the 1991 AIBA World Championships? Eric R got that shit. That'll be Vernon Forrest. Good shit. Next question. What fighter holds a 44-6 amateur record, a 17-0 professional record, goes by the alias Bulletproof, and lost a split decision versus the Great White? Once again, what current fighter holds a 44-6 amateur record, a 17-0 professional record? Well, he's not 17-0 no more. My bad. He was 17-0 when I asked this question right here. Hell, that motherfucker. He's 17-2 now. Yeah, he was actually 17-1 when I asked this question, y'all. My bad on that. I wrote this down a while back. He goes by the alias Bulletproof and lost a split decision versus the Great White. That would be Brandon Glanton. And ain't no surprise that Big Boy got that shit. Well, never mind. There ain't no heavyweights. So I am a little surprised. But that'll be Brandon Glanton, Big Boys Boxing. Yeah, that motherfucker done lost twice since then. He lost to the Great White, David Light, and he also lost to that over there in the bar to that one motherfucker. I can't remember his name though. Okay, hold on. Oh shit, I done messed up some, y'all. Okay, next question. What fighter slapped Ali in the lead up to the historic championship fight? Big Boys Boxing said Light is a Kiwi like me, so I watched that fight against Glenn. All right, I don't know what a Kiwi is to be real with you. What fighter slapped Ali in the lead up to the historical championship fight? Bruce Gold talking about Tyrell. Rod as a champ got what I got. That'll be Sonny Liston. Yeah, Rod as a champ got what I got. Sonny Liston. Okay, next question. The United States National Boxing Championships were once known as what three-letter acronym? Big Boys Boxing said a Kiwi means a New Zealander. All right. I wish I would have bet on that motherfucker too. He was like a 2.5 to 1 underdog against that guy, like plus 230 or 250 or something like that. Rodolfo Rivera Jr. said the NBA, no sir. Once again, the United States National Boxing Championships were once known as what three-letter acronym? Y'all gonna recognize the acronym when y'all hear it. Y'all done heard it a lot of times, especially if y'all like history, because this was the main amateur tournament that they was getting notoriety from back in the day. Kenneth Johnson got this shit. That'll be the AAUs. That's Kenneth Johnson on the motherfucking board. The AAUs. Next question. What fight is considered by many historians as the beginning of the modern era? Once again, what fight is considered by many historians as the beginning of the modern era? What fight is considered by many historians as the beginning of the modern era? Bruce Gold say John L. Sullivan. He part of it. I said what fight? Not what fighter, but what fight? Rodolfo Rivera Jr., he part of it. Y'all put that shit together. Haplotype trying to get me to understand Sugar Ray Robinson. I know who Walker Smith is, brother, but we talking about a fight, not a fighter. The beginning of the modern era. When they started putting down skills with the Marcus Queensberry rule. Okay, Bruce got that shit. That'll be Sullivan versus Corbett. D'Lo said Vernon was an Augusta, Georgia native, one of the CSRA's finest, like Bojack and the Punisher. I don't know what CSRA. I think you didn't try to explain that to me before. But yeah, Bruce Gass got that shit. That'll be John L. Sullivan versus James J. Corbett. Bruce Gass. Next question. James Ambrose is better known by what name? Haplotype said, I got that, bro. How you get it? Let me see how you got it. I'm giving Bruce his point. Oh no, refresh it, bro. Refresh it. Hit them 3 lines and refresh that shit. Go hit them 3 lines and go to and show all messages. And tell me what you see then. Hey Marlo, what you see on your screen? Who got Sullivan versus Corbett first? Haplotype or Bruce?
Bruce. 738. Yeah. 738 Bruce on top.
Okay, yeah. I gave it to the right person, brother. I ain't gonna cheat you. Once again, okay, Haplotype got that shit. That's the man who I thought was gonna get it. I was wondering where you at. Where you at? That'll be Haplotype. Yankee Sullivan. That's your error. That's a motherfucking story. Okay, next question. What did he say? Oh, I thought that's Rodolfo talking. Okay, what was the first mixed race heavyweight encounter since Creel versus Molyneux? This is a little bit harder one right here. Central Savannah River area. Yeah, you didn't explain that to me before. Once again, what was the first mixed race heavyweight encounter since Creel versus Molyneux? And the initials of the combatants were CAC, S, and JS. Rodolfo Rivera Jr. said James J. Corbett versus Peter Jackson. This actually took place before that fight. That's a good guess, though. That's a hell of a guess. But this took place before that. Peter Jackson was fighting a lot of white fighters, actually, back then. He was going back and forth and shit. From Australia, he go to the UK. He'll come over to America. He fight a lot of different motherfuckers. Frank Slavin and different fighters. What was the first mixed race heavyweight encounter since Creel versus Molyneux 2? The initials of the combatants were CACS and JS. I ain't got no 5 all day. Always remember, if y'all don't know the answer, y'all can drop a 5. You can drop a 5. You can give me an uncle. You can say TO. All of that's acceptable. You know what I'm saying? It made me feel good when I get a 5. Eric Carr gave me a 5. So that shit just made me feel like I'm alive. A good 5. A good 5 would do that for you. Rodolfo Rivera Jr. gave me a 5. He just said, fuck it, I'm just going to give up. Let me get 2 more 5s and we going to keep it moving. There's 2 more 5s, we gone. You know what I'm saying? What was the first mixed race heavyweight encounter since Creel versus Molyneux 2? The combatants' initials were CACS and JS. And CAC, okay, I got all my 5s. I appreciate it. That'll be Charles A.C. Smith versus Jack Stewart. Charles A.C. Smith versus Jack Stewart. Y'all know Charles A.C. Smith. He was the first colored heavyweight champion. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say he was before Peter Jackson. But 5 marks the spot, though. Appreciate that, y'all. It made me feel good. Next question. What 2 fighters were involved in the first rivalry between black fighters? And this can be the last question unless y'all want to keep going. But this can be the last question. Y'all just let me know how you feeling. Once again, what 2 fighters were involved in the first rivalry between black fighters? The first rivalry. And if I can get another 5, I'll take it. I ain't doing no tripping. I see the last 5 on my screen, these big boys boxing. So if y'all got to give me another 5, another TO, another uncle, 5. What 2 fighters were involved in the first rivalry between black fighters? Their initials were MG and CH. And this is the same era. Haplotype say Jack Johnson and Langford. No, sir. This is before that era. Yep, this is before that era. MG versus CH. There's a modern fighter that got the same name too. Who he fight against? Did he fight against Jamel Charlo? But MG versus CH. Rodolfo Rivera Jr. gave me a 5. Appreciate that. I take that 5. Let me get 3 more and we gone. And like I said, this can be the last question. I ain't want to come here and hit y'all too hard on the first day, you know what I'm saying? But we can crank it up next time if y'all want to. MG versus CH. Kenneth Johnson gave me a 5. Let me get 2 more. We gone. As a matter of fact, the lineage of the colored heavyweight champion, it passed from C.A. Smith to the MG guy. And then it passed from the MG guy to the CH guy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in the same era. This is like the late 1800s. Scrapbook likes to say that this was the first wave of the Black Murderers Row. That term wasn't invented until like the 1950s or the 1940s, but that's what he say. He felt like this era right here, these fighters, it was 4 of them. They was the first wave of Black Murderers Row. And then the second wave be Sam Langford and Jack Johnson and God damn, what's the name of that ugly motherfucker they gave him the ugly spoon? I can't remember his name. But it was him and it was another one. What the fuck was his name? It's four. They call it the fearsome foursome. Okay. D-Lo is close. He got one. One is Hadley. The other one, his initials are MG, but it's not green. That's a damn shame. You had Sam Langford. You had Jack Johnson. What's the name of them other two motherfuckers? I see both of them. Joe Jeanette, and what's the other one? I can't think of the other one name. He was very strong. They say he was like a Mike Tyson of his day. They called him the Pearl of Paris. The Pearl of Paris. Sam McVay, appreciate that shit, bro. That's what I was trying to think of. They was the fearsome foursome. But this was the wave before them, though. This is what kicked it all off. You know what I'm saying? You could throw Peter Jackson in that first wave, too. But in this question, MG versus CH. We got one. His name is Hadley. Charles Hadley is one. What's the name of the other guy? His initials are MG. Or I can get one more five and I just give y'all the answer because I got 3 5s. I want to get 4. Big Boys Boxing say he got a 5 for me. That'd be Morris Grant versus Charles Hadley. You know what I'm saying? Morris Grant versus Charles Hadley. And if I'm not mistaken, Charles A.C. Smith, he the person that started the Colored Heavyweight Championship. He lost that to Morris Grant. Morris Grant lost his to Charles Hadley, and Charles Hadley lost his to George Godfrey. And then Peter Jackson came along and he beat George Godfrey. Appreciate that super chat from OG Mike Hennigan. Say shout out to MARLO'S Corner featuring Trey X. This super chat is a bet I owe to Yasa. I already knew what time it was when I seen it. Salute to you, OG. Appreciate you.
Salute, bro. Appreciate you. D-Lo, salute. What's happening? Kenneth Johnson, salute. What's good?
All day. So let me know what y'all want to do. We can keep going a little bit, or we can just close it out right now. If you want to keep going, type a 1. If you want to just go ahead and just be done with it, and we'll come back with it next time, type a 2. Rodolfo Rivera Jr. Okay, you say you want to keep going. So I got one person that want to keep going. Let me see what the other people want to do. It's a democracy in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? A direct democracy. Got to see what the other people want to do. Okay, it look like it's just one person that want to keep going. Eric R say 2. He want to see it go. Right X the Champ say 1. He want to keep going. So right now it's 2-1 in favor of keep going. And keep in mind, if you say that you want to stop, it will not hurt my feelings. You know what I'm saying? Haplotype say he want to keep going. All right, man. So it looked like it's 3-1-1 in favor of keep going. So we're gonna ask a few more questions. I ain't gonna go too crazy with it. We're just gonna ask a few more questions. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let me see what's up. Appreciate that super chat from my man D-Lo, man. Square business. Appreciate that shit. Okay, this is a question I know Bruce gonna get right here. Well, he got action at getting it anyway. Who is the first man to defeat both Edwin Rosario and Pernell Whitaker?
Appreciate you, D-Lo.
You'll definitely appreciate that. Once again, who is the first man to defeat both Edwin Rosario and Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker? His initials are JLR. JLR, his initials. Even though the victory that he got over Whitaker was a robbery, you know what I'm saying? I knew Bruce was going to get that shit. Jose Luis Ramirez. So that's Bruce Gas right there. I knew he was going to get that shit. Good shit. I knew he was going to get that one. Okay, let me see. Next question. Who did Tiger Flowers defeat in 1926 to become the first black middleweight champion? Rodolfo Rivera Jr. said, yeah, that was a robbery. Yeah, I thought that shit was a robbery, brother. I thought he got boxed up out there, you know what I'm saying? Well, he got the victory, though. That's what the history books say. Once again, who did Tiger Flowers defeat in 1926 to become the first black middleweight champion? One of the greatest of all time. Haplotype got that shit. That'll be the great Harry Grail. One of the greatest of all times. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Next question. What current fighter holds wins over Rogelio Medina, Jesse Hart, Habib Ahmed, and Romer Alexis Angulo? Once again, what current fighter holds wins over Rogelio Medina, Jesse Hart, Habib Ahmed, and Romer Alexis Angulo? Joseph
Joe
Brown.
Brown. Salute, bro.
All rise for the Honorable Judge Joe Brown. You know what I'm saying? Rod X and Flowers beat a bad man. He did. He beat him twice. And when he beat him the first time, the people in the town was mad. They wanted to hurt him. So Harry Greb, he personally escorted the man to the train station to make sure that he got out of town safely with his championship. So salute to Harry Greb. Do I see the answer? I don't see the answer. Once again, what current fighter holds wins over Rogelio Medina, Jesse Hart, Habib Ahmed, and Romer Alexis Angulo? Rodolfo say David Benavidez. Am I wrong right now? That's not what I got, man. Maybe I'm wrong right now. The fighter that I got, his initials are GR. Haplotype got what I got, man. I got Gilberto Ramirez. I got Zerto. That's what I got, man. If I'm wrong, I apologize. It wasn't on purpose. We ask a lot of questions, man. So sometimes it's gonna be a mistake, but that's what I got. I got Gilberto Ramirez. Let me see. What year were the Brockton rules introduced? Once again, what year were the Brockton rules introduced? What year were the Brockton rules introduced? Rodolfo, hold on, no, he didn't get that one. He on the wrong one. I almost jumped the gun. I mean, you got you a good date right there. You know what I'm saying? You just ain't got the right date. We talking about the Brockton rules right now. You know what I'm saying? You talking about when another set of rules were drafted. But we talking about the Brockton rules. What year were the Brockton rules introduced? By John Jack Brockton. Bad man. It all started with James Figg, first champion. Went out there and appointed George Stevenson as his successor. Jack Brockton whooped his motherfucking ass, became the champion, and wrote the first set of rules. I think he killed him too. Haplotype got that shit. That'll be 1743. That's his era, so I am not surprised at all. That's his era. He loved that shit. Next question. What year were the London prize rules introduced? What year were the London prize rules introduced? Once again, okay, Rodolfo Rivera Jr. got that one. That'll be 1838. I ain't gonna cheat him. What year were the Marquis of Queensberry rules drafted? What year were the Marquis of Queensberry rules drafted? Haplotype, put your shit on live. Rodolfo Rivera Jr. got that shit. That'll be 1867. He right in front of you, Bruce. I knew he knew the answer, so I went on ahead and asked the question. I ain't gonna cheat the man because I knew he knew it. You know what I'm saying? What Detroit fighter changed his name out of respect for Henry Armstrong and is the grandfather of Tony Harrison? Once again, what Detroit fighter changed his name out of respect for Henry Armstrong and is the grandfather of Tony Harrison? Haplotype said, damn, my shit wasn't on live. Yeah, I kind of feel like you wasn't. You came with that 1838. What Detroit fighter changed his name out of respect for Henry Armstrong and is the grandfather of Tony Harrison? Rodolfo Rivera Jr. got this shit. That'll be Henry Hank. That's another one for Rodolfo. He said he let y'all get on the board a little bit, but it's time to remind everybody what's going down tonight. The Rodolfo Rivera Jr. show. You know what I'm saying? Okay, what fighter took up boxing after attending Jack Dempsey's four-round destruction of Georges Carpentier, became a symbol of Nazi Germany and Aryan supremacy, and went by the alias the Black Ulan of the Rhine? Once again, what fighter took up boxing after attending Jack Dempsey's four-round destruction of Georges Carpentier, became a symbol of Nazi Germany and Aryan supremacy, and went by the alias the Black Ulan of the Rhine? Okay, Bruce got that shit. Yep, Max Smelling. That's another one for Bruce. Good shit. That was good shit. Let me see. This one might be a little bit tougher right here. What Chicago fighter is considered one of the greatest pugilists to never fight for a title and holds wins over Freddie Welsh, Jimmy Britt, Jack Britton, Tommy Kilbane, and Mike Gibbons? His initials are PM. If you like scrapbook videos, he talk about this fighter from time to time. Once again, what Chicago fighter is considered one of the greatest pugilists to never fight for a title and holds wins over Freddie Welsh, Jimmy Britt, Jack Britton, Tommy Kilbane, and Mike Gibbons? His initials are PM. Rodolfo Rivera Jr. got another one. That'll be Packy McFarland. Good shit. That's another one. Oh, I fucked up right here. I had wrote down Max Smelling on the last question instead of Bruce Gas. This one is Rodolfo Rivera Jr. That'll be Packy McFarland. And then I'm gonna go ahead and ask this last question. We're gonna go ahead and shut it down. We'll come back with another one. I'm just gonna show some love to well, he was one of my first coaches. I was really coached by his brother though. What former welterweight champion became a trainer after he retired and trained notable fighters such as Ike Biabuchi, Kirk Johnson, and Quincy Taylor? Haplotype said, I should get a half point for capitalizing, goddamn me. What former welterweight champion became a trainer after he retired and trained notable fighters such as Ike Biabuchi, Kirk Johnson, and Quincy Taylor? Bruce say Buddy McGirt. No, sir. That's a good guess. He became a trainer and shit. Rod X the Champ got this shit. That'd be Curtis Coates. Curtis Coates is the answer. Trained out of Homer Champions in South Dallas. Okay, I'm about to go ahead and count it up real quick. Shit, do I need to start with Rodolfo? That's pretty much gonna say what it is right here. We're gonna start with Rodolfo Rivera Jr. He got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So Rodolfo Rivera Jr. got 24. Good shit. And I'm pretty sure that's gonna be the most for today. Next is Rod X the Champ. Rod X got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see 5 for Rod X. Next is Bruce. Bruce got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 10 for Bruce. Next is Eric R. Eric R got 1, 2, 3, 4. I see 4 for Eric R. Next up is Big Boys Boxing. Big Boys got 1, 2, I see 2 for Big Boys Boxing. I see another one for Bruce. So Bruce got 11 instead of 10. Miss Almond Brown got her 1 point. Her honorary point. Kenneth Johnson got 1. That's all I see for Kenneth Johnson. My man Haplotype got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Haplo got 5. Five got 2 spots. Definitely proud of them 2 5s I got off y'all. Let me make sure I ain't missed nobody. I don't want to cheat nobody out the points. Give all credit where it's due. Yep, that's it. So Ms. Almond Brown got her 1 honorary point. Haplotype got 5. The 5s got 2. Rod X got 5. Bruce Golds got 11. Big Boys got 2. Eric R got 4. Kendall Johnson got 1. And Rodolfo Rivera Jr. killed it with 24 points. Good shit. Great shit. Read these few comments and we're going to go ahead and get our ass up out of here.
Shout out Rodolfo. Good shit.
Yeah, great shit. Big Boy say great show. Salute to the corner. Appreciate you coming through, bro. Eric R said, dang, bro, or something. Haplotype, yeah, that motherfucker quick. Big Boys Box said, I'll count up mine for you. 1, 2. 2. Yep, you had 2. Kenneth Johnson say congrats to Rodolfo Rivera Jr. It seems like I've been saying him for a while. Throw Kenneth Johnson a wrench. Anybody that's coming over here fucking with the trivia, man, they got to be some hardcore fight fans. Haplotype said, Rodolfo, you got to make some videos, bro. I'm subscribing. Yeah, that motherfucker cold. We're going to do more trivia too, man. We look at this shit, it's kind of like a proving ground or something. That's why I appreciate Champ Ross, because that shit is a proving ground. You get a chance to come prove something, you know what I'm saying? Bruce said maybe a distant second. Let me scroll down. Bruce said the mind is slower than it used to be. Bruce Gas said Haplotype got a few. Ms. Alma Brown said good job, everybody. She said good job to me too. Definitely appreciate you. Eric R said, Marlo, did you sign the contract? Oh yeah, I forgot. Eric R said he want to see you this week in the Child Rouse League, bro.
Say less. Hey, good night, sis.
Yeah, good night. Appreciate you coming through. He said, say less, man. Appreciate that super chat from Kenneth Johnson, man. He say #1 fan. He a real boxing head is what he's saying, man. Definitely appreciate you, brother.
Most definitely appreciate it.
Yeah, Ms. Alma Brown said, blessings and good night, y'all. Hashtag get the fuck out my gym. Hip Hop #1 said, well done and appreciate the corner for teaching me some new things on the boxing tonight. Until next time, stay healthy. Same to you, brother. Eric R said, me and you going to do Tank and Garcia numbers on the Champ Ross. I did see they posted did some good numbers hopefully the other fighters will get inspired by this shit and want to get out there. You know what I'm saying? Big Boys Boxing said a link for the Big Boys Boxing Discord server if anyone is interested. Hope this is okay. Absolutely, it's okay. It's more than okay. Whenever you get ready, you can promote your shit, bro. We don't do no tripping on that because we fuck with you. We've been all talking boxing and shit for a long time. I fuck with Haplotype tough too. I talk shit to him. Me and Haplotype talk shit. But let me tell you something. When we first started our channel, Haplotype made a video and he was telling other people to subscribe to our channel. He talked about our channel and maybe like 2 or 3 other channels. And he had our channel as the most fun channel. You know what I'm saying? I never forgot that shit. So salute to my man Haplotype, man. I fuck with him tough. Haplotype said I came in towards the end, but Rodolfo would have won anyway. Yeah, he was kicking ass, man. Yeah, Eric Art got that lock out there. He got his contract signed. Rod X the Channel said it was a pretty good trivia tonight. Shout out to Rivera Jr. Absolutely. We're gonna have to put us down the tournament too and shit too, y'all. We're gonna get it back cracking the way we was getting it. You know what I'm saying? This the only thing, man. Like when it comes to boxing, from what I've seen, it's kind of hard to be like an expert on history and modern day boxing. It's just so much boxing to cover that's kind of hard. So I've been on the modern boxing, you know what I'm saying, because we've been betting and everything. But now my mind is shifting more towards the boxing history. So we about to be on this shit. Don't even worry about it. Rodolfo Rivera Jr. said, okay, thanks to Rod X the Champ. Big Boys Boxing said, yeah, bro, I tell heaps of people about the Corner 2 great community here, man. We definitely appreciate you. Happy Tight said, salute to Marlon and Trey. Always have a good time over here. Yeah, man, we've been holding it down for a little while, man. Appreciate your support and everybody's support. I'm not going to talk y'all to death. It ain't no big fights this weekend except for Williams Zepeda versus the Jaime Arboleda. I think that's going to be actually a pretty good fight, but it's on the zone. And we don't call fights on the zone. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know when the next big fight that we're going to come back and call. But at the very least, we're going to be doing some live stream talking boxing. And we're going to be doing this boxing history for sure, for sure. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I ain't going to talk y'all to death. Salute to y'all and appreciate y'all coming through.
Most definitely appreciate y'all, man. All y'all knowledge, sharing y'all knowledge and conversation, man. Enjoying the support and love. Appreciate the super chats, man. Appreciate the love, all the support. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. Until next time, don't forget to tell them haters and trolls. Get the fuck out my gym.
You heard them.
Peace.
Gee.